Hello and welcome to the Masters of the Obvious. I am Isaac Rodriguez, your host and creator of the Double Eagle process. Here's where we talk about things that are obvious to us, but not necessarily obvious to everyone else. Like my mom always used to use cliches. This everything. I didn't know where she came up with them, but one of them was, I would tell her a story and she'd say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. And my guest today knows all about this concept and being able to implement information technology to 2,500 users within his company, OdysseyReinsurance. My guest, Derrick Karle, an IT athlete, having to disseminate and put into place projects, an advisor, a creator, trying to make sense of the world and doing things better and easier. Question to Derrick is, with 2,500 users and a humongous project to implement, let's take, for example, artificial intelligence, how do you do it?
Thanks for having me, Isaac. Firstly, we define the problem so well that the solution falls into our lap, right? This is a really effective way to decompose the scope into subparts, right? But keep the big picture in mind. If you get everyone aligned on that, things become much more easy as you go. Really, the second most effective thing is to create personas. If we really understand the users and the day in the life of them, and you get their business workflow, it makes it much easier to adopt technology. Thirdly, I'm a firm believer in testing and learning and failing fast, right? It never pays off to use a waterfall strategy or a big bang strategy for any initiative. The stakeholders want to see value fast. They want to validate assumptions. A great way to do this is to run a proof of concept or show a visual of what it is you're building, right? Uh, Another great strategy is identify champions. These are the people, the stakeholders, folks in the business who really get it. They know the value of tech. They're willing to take a risk and help you help others adopt whatever it is you're deploying. One of the most foundational things that you could do as you start a project is also to define the way of working. Gartner has coined this thing, and I've heard this a lot in the market. For us, this is really getting the team to work together from the beginning. New project teams often don't even know each other. Never mind how to work together, right? So if you could define a way of working from the very beginning, they will be more effective. And two of the things that I champion right from the start always are communication plan and a team charter, right? Who are we? What it is we're doing here? How are we going to work together? Lastly, a training and an adoption strategy. If this is something that users are going to have to put their hands on, you need an effective way to show them how this works. How do they use it, right? Quick 60-second videos, 30-minute, what we call empower half hours with the full company, showing them all the new tool, letting each other ask questions and learn from others who are adopting, right? Written communication and guides. You have to have some stuff, documented with pictures. And of course, use your champions that you identified for help along the way, right? They're your advocates in the business, right? So to summarize, it's really critical that you think through culture, people, process, and technology on all projects, and you could really do amazing things. Thanks for having me, Isaac.
Thank you, Derrick. So important to stress culture, people, process, technology. Those four items, following them. Thanks again. People want to get in touch with you to find out more. How do they do that?
They can contact me using my email address. We can put that into the video, but it's my first name, Derrick, Derrick 773 @gmail.com. You could also look me up on LinkedIn, Derrick, and the last name is Karle, Karle. Thanks again.
Thank you. Here's the outro.